Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Have you ever felt like you just need to hit a reset button on your life? Well, what if I told you that you could fundamentally change your entire trajectory in just 30 days? Sounds kind of crazy, right? But stick with me because we are going to break down a clear, actionable plan to do exactly that.
So, does this sound familiar? Your to-do list is a mile long. You're jumping between emails, projects, phone calls, all day long. But when you finally log off, you look back and think, what did I actually get done today? It's that classic trap, right? Feeling busy all the time but not making any real progress?
Okay, let me show you exactly why that happens. Try this quick experiment with me. First, just count from 1 to 6. Then say the letters A to G. Go ahead. Probably took you, 15 seconds. Super easy. Now try to alternate. Say A1, B2, C3, all the way to F6. It's way harder, isn't it? It takes most people around a minute and a half. That huge delay, that's your brain grinding its gears, trying to context switch. And it is absolutely killing your productivity. So what's the fix?
Well, the answer is kind of beautiful in its simplicity. It's this number, 1. The entire philosophy behind this 30-day transformation is the power of radical, insane focus. Instead of trying to do 10 things at once, you pick 1. Just one single primary outcome. That's it. And that right there is the game changer.
All right, let's get into phase 1, laying the foundation. This is all about cutting out the noise, cutting the crap, and basically creating the space you need to actually go after that one big thing.
So the process is pretty straightforward. First, you're going to pick just one primary outcome for the next 30 days. Not 2, not 5, 1. Then, step 2, you're going to choose just 2 simple habits that directly push that outcome forward. And then step 3, and honestly, this is the hardest one for most of us, you're going to say no to literally everything else.
And this quote just nails it. To protect that focus, you have to be absolutely ruthless with your time. If a new project or an invitation comes along and it doesn't make you want to shout, hell yes, because it aligns with your goal, then it has to be a heck no. No guilt, no apologies.
So a huge piece of this is when you decide to apply all this focus. This is a concept called separation season. The idea is simple. You use the times when everyone else is taking it easy, like summer or the holidays, to create a massive gap between you and, well, everyone else.
Just think about it. While everyone else is coasting, you're going hard. While they're slowing down, you floor it. While they're on vacation, you're building a lead that they'll never be able to catch up to. It's like you've got the whole highway to yourself. This is how you really create that separation. So, how do you actually pull it off? Here are 3 key tactics. First, deep work. Those first 90 minutes of your day, they are sacred. They belong to your #1 priority and nothing else. Second, skip the party. Protect that precious morning energy by getting good sleep. And third, double down. Pick one day on the weekend to just go all in. Double up on that key habit and sharpen your skills.
All right, let's move on to the next piece of the puzzle, building your daily system. Now that we've cleared the decks, it's time to install the actual engine that's going to drive you forward, day in and day out.
And the core of that engine? It's a little something called daily non-negotiables. These are the small actions you do every single day, no matter what. No excuses. If the day ends in DAY, you do them. There are no days off. This isn't about feeling motivated, it's about building an unbreakable rhythm of success.
And this whole approach focuses on 3 key areas. For your body, that might be some kind of movement or sticking to your nutrition. For your mind, maybe it's reading 10 pages or meditating for a few minutes. And for your business or your career, it could be doing daily outreach or working on a new skill. Just a couple simple things in each area every day.
But of course, anytime you try to build a system like this, you run into our #1 enemy, excuses. So what is an excuse, really? Let's just call it what it is. It's a lie you tell yourself to stay comfortable. That's it. It's the story you invent to make it okay not to do the hard thing.
And we've all done this, right? Oh, I'll start on Monday. But waiting for that perfect moment is just another sneaky excuse. The truth is, you can start right now. You can literally decide to start your diet halfway through eating a bag of chips. You don't need a clean slate. You just need to take the next right action.
So how do you fight back against those lies? 3 steps. First, name it. Say your excuse out loud. Seriously, just by saying, I'm too tired, you take away its power. Second, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this lie really serving me? Put a spotlight on it. And finally, if it's still hanging around, you just ignore it. Feel the fear, feel the resistance, and do the thing anyway. That's what courage is all about.
And this leads to a really crucial idea.
Real success, real forward progress, is often less about what you add to your life and more about what you remove. It's about eliminating the things that are secretly stealing your most precious resource, your time and your focus.
So let's talk about the 5 time assassins. First, notifications. Turn them off, all of them. Your focus is worth more than any ping or buzz. Second, vices. You know what they are. Anything you do today that you feel guilty about tomorrow. Third, energy vampires. Those people who leave you feeling drained instead of energized. Fourth, late nights. Come on, let's be real. Nothing truly productive happens after 9 p.m. Go to bed. And finally, the chronic habit of saying yes to everything. You have to learn to say no. Remember this, no is a complete sentence.
Okay, we're at the final section. This is where we bring it all home and talk about creating the momentum flywheel. This is how you take all that focused work and turn it into a self-powering cycle of success. It's where the magic really starts to happen.
The key to this flywheel is something called stacking wins. It's a 3-step process. First, track your progress. You have to. What gets measured gets managed. Second, identify the win. You have to consciously pause and celebrate your progress, even if it feels tiny. And step 3, share it with the world. Put it out there. Being public builds accountability, and who knows, you might just inspire somebody else.
And there's some really powerful psychology at play here. When you stack those small wins, you start to build belief in yourself. That belief forges a new identity. You're no longer trying to be a person who works out, you just are a person who works out. And once that identity is set, it's what drives your actions automatically. You don't need willpower anymore, you're just being who you are.
So after all of that, there's really only one thing left to talk about. Your first step. And it's pretty simple. You have to start today.
This is probably the single most important thing to take away from all of this. Please, do not wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for Monday. Imperfect action right now is infinitely more powerful than some perfect plan you keep putting off until tomorrow.
Think about it like a plane taking off. A jumbo jet uses a massive amount of its fuel just in those first few minutes, just to get off the ground and break through the atmosphere. That initial push is the hardest part. But once it's at cruising altitude, it's smooth sailing. Your only job right now is to get off the ground.
So, I'll leave you with this final question, and it's for you. Forget about the rest of the year. Forget about next week. Right now, what is your one single primary outcome for the next 30 days? Figure it out,